we'll see a team from the American, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Green Wave offense takes the field and now have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, the players that you guys looking for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us.
And the quarterback goes knocked out back to the 13. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground with the back. Weaves his way ahead and gets caught up to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up third down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just put it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards and help out the O. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, first and 10 from the 50. Looking for a man, it's Sayed. Wasting no time taking a shot. Back inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but didn't leave first and goal for this offense.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Now that they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Hayes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes knocked out back to the 13.
All right, bro, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
They put it away on 4th down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his seven. He lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on it.
A strike downfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, and play along with the sticks.
And it's on third downs like this that you want to attack the middle of the field. You've got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, off the throw. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. A shot for the end zone. Makes the grab on the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Sayed. Lines it off the back foot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and be, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go at.
Looking for a deep man. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We sheet. 3rd and long. Ball at the 25. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Snatch it down the right side. A massive pickup on that one. And they're in business at the 21.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking at that football in.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, Hawks running. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Barnes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know he's throwing the ball, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sayed. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing a tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Deep throw off his back foot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, and it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm fine with it.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Looking to the end zone. Here's the kickoff, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Caught near the sticks. It's Preston. At the 35, he's loose. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. Looking for more room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, not only can he put it downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his spot. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Tulane has it back in the offense coming out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about going to pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say that.
I'm running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive player. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility, put all of his play on that side.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure's there, he lets it go.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they could open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Has to throw this off his back foot. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it upright. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
Well, the sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, great separation. They find them and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to come. Run the gun. The running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defender.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Big, tall receiver. Figured the quarterback has an easy target. Not this time. Missed it badly.
And a lot of those big guys, they don't necessarily, some of them do, some of them are freak shows, but a lot of those big guys don't run great all the time, and you want to get physical and disrupt those routes and disrupt that time. You can tell the timing was a little bit off on that.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running to the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to blow things up. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle it in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Oh, they're after him! And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost the ball. Bounced right back to them. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires and pick off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're setting down the 21-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back to the pick six. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Tulane right back to the line.
This defense has played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down. So many guys in the last one, so aggressive. Priority number one is stopping that great running back. Not only they've done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
The defense all wound up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone toward the score.
Solid into a room right late in the fourth quarter. You run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Back up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Reed. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Tulane right back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Turner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Bohannon. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Preston. They'll immediately call a timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still on the ground. Covered. Pick up the first. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete! And now we a turnover on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team tonight.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.